Well, that went exactly the way that we expected it to go. The Ironheart trailer is being downvoted massively on YouTube.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Are racists being blamed?
Yes.
Oh, really? I thought there wasn't much being said about it, really.
Not by the mainstream media. On social media, you said you were out there and you said
there's a couple, like a Reddit one, and I saw like one on X and a couple other ones that are basically like, oh, it's racist. But honestly, it was just a couple, and so far the mainstream media hasn't said much. I don't know if the check from Disney hasn't cleared, or they just hated it too, so they weren't going to say anything.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not seeing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not seeing a lot of attacks on fans like there used to be, and I think a lot of these websites, which are hanging on by their fingertips, are starting to get the memo that you don't poop where you eat, right? And if you expect people to come to your website, you better not piss them off. So let's talk about this. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's Clownfish TV, and if you subscribe to Clownfish TV, you will get a woohoo.
Woohoo.
So there you go. So this is an update. Yesterday we did a reaction to both of these trailers. They both dropped on the same day. I feel like that was very ill-conceived on Disney's part, but it also might have been to just kind of bury it.
Yeah, flush it out,
Flush it out. And we said that, that the downvotes weren't that bad yesterday.
They weren't yesterday.
Doing a refresh, we're at 268,000 downvotes to 162,000 upvotes. Compare it to Superman. Superman has 431,000 upvotes to 14,000 downvotes. Like, it's barely an inconvenience. And Superman also has over 13 million views, and Ironheart's got 6. Now, it was number 3 on trending, and Superman was number 1 on trending. But I'm sitting here thinking, like, it feels to me like YouTube trending, like it took more views than that to make it on trending. I don't
know, because I never really pay attention, to be honest with you.
So I don't know if there's just a lot more stuff on
right
YouTube
now. Maybe, or maybe it was just not a lot going on, or they're more separated by category now.
That could be. Because
we've said before, like, it's like, oh, this is in movies when you actually look into it more, or not just overall.
Right. So we're gonna talk, I guess, a little bit more about this. Like, look, I'm gonna be upfront. I don't care one way or the other. I'm not gonna sit here and yell about this show because I don't care.
Nope.
I mean,
it's
I don't care
for you.
That's okay. I'm not going to watch it. I think a lot of people aren't going to watch it because my first reaction, just as I guess a lapsed MCU fan, because I really don't care about the MCU very much now, but is like, this looks boring. There's nothing here that's going to bring me back. Nothing here. And this character failed in the comics, and now we're going to throw her on television, and they're going to do everything they can do to get people interested, including dragging out poor Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio to sign off on it.
Well, they're going to have everybody sign off on it. They were talking about how Robert Downey Jr. said he was giving her thumbs up and saying it was great and everything else. They've been really promoting that. Like, and then they made sure in that teaser thing before the trailer that you knew that it wasn't the passing of the mantle. It's her own mantle doing her own thing,
And everybody clapped.
Well, you said about the downvotes getting worse, though. But since yesterday, people like us and other YouTubers were mentioning the downvotes were catching up to the upvotes or going to surpass them easily. And it could even have, people might have gone over and downvoted it because of that, too.
Like, oh, I forgot about that. Let me go downvote it.
It was always going to be ratioed. I have zero doubt of that. But it might be ratioed so much because of that kind of thing.
That's true. That's true. Actually, I mean, this is the weird thing about, I guess the relationship these studios have with social media is that they hate you, but they need you. And sometimes, like in the case of The Acolyte, I think the only real attention that show got was negative attention, but it was still attention. Like, I think that show would have come and gone and nobody would have thought twice about it. But because there's so much outrage and internet anger about this show, people went to watch it just to hate watch it. And I think that could potentially happen here, but I'm not even getting, I'm going to be honest. I mean, maybe some people are getting angry about this. I don't care.
I don't care either. I just have zero desire to see it. And I'm not going to watch it. It's not for me, and so I'm not going to watch it. But I think it's not going to be for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so. This reminds me of the next Karate Kid, right? It's like,
however, the Legends. What I do want to see.
I want to see that. But we'll just talk about Karate Kid instead of Ironheart because that's more interesting. Yeah, the new Karate Kid movie looks awesome because I thought the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie took place in a different universe. I thought it was a reboot. And it turns out that they're actually, maybe it was originally, maybe initially it was supposed to be, but it turns out they're actually in the same universe. So I'm like, if you can't get Pat Morita back, Jackie Chan's pretty good.
Yeah, I always love Jackie Chan. So but I actually want to see it. Well, they also have, the actress that played Agent May and Milan and stuff, Ming-Na Wen. And I love her, besides the fact that she's, from Pittsburgh area. Woohoo.
Yes.
I just love her.
She always comes to the Comic-Con.
She's a sweetheart, and I just love her. So I'm there, that's just icing on the cake, the cherry on top. Yeah, anyway, back to speaking. So we go from cherry on top to shit Sunday. This show does not appeal to me in any way, shape, or form. Like, I have no desire to watch this. And I always was the one in our family who liked the Marvel stuff more. And this one I have zero interest in this.
I like the Marvel stuff, but for me, it was hard as an old head, as a comic fan, a lot of times to watch the movies and be like, well, that's not how it went.
Yeah, see, I was more of a normie. So for me, I come from the normie element. You come from I'm a comic book person element.
And I used to get frustrated because I'm like, oh, it's so easy to get. Like, I was frustrated by, I liked Infinity War overall, but I'm like, it was such a small story compared to the comic book version. Infinity Gauntlet, which was a massive event when it came out. It was huge. And, I used to read Infinity Watch and all that. So it was like, and everything was done ass backwards, right? Like we introduced Adam Warlock afterwards. Like, what the hell were you thinking? Anyway, getting downvoted. So now we got Robert Downey Jr.'s got to give a thumbs up.
He was doing that before the trailer came out, actually.
Okay, because
he was saying this like a few days ago or like a week ago or something like that.
So he talked to Empire. Right. And he said, oh, no, she said.
It was her. And she's told them that he had given her the.
Robert Downey Jr. and I spoke after he rapped, and he shared some very lovely words about my journey. He told me how excited he was and that he's rooting for it, too. I literally got 2 thumbs up. It's really reassuring to know that you're not embarrassing Iron Man. No, I don't care.
I don't care either, but just because Robert Downey Jr. says his 2 thumbs up doesn't mean that Iron Man would have thought it was good.
He gave certain presidential candidates 2 thumbs up too. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm gonna tell you, this is 100%. Everybody's like, shills. Sometimes these celebrities are contractually obligated to cross promote. That is part of the deal. Or you just do it because you know where your bread's buttered.
Right. You want to keep working in the MCU, then you say nice things. But I've never seen them. They're really pushing it with this one. Like, I didn't see the lineup of celebrities coming out to say how great it was unless they were in the show or a movie before this. And now you have, get Robert Downey Jr., who just happened to come back. He's coming back to the MCU. Get him to say something. And he was Iron Man, so get him to say something. And then, what's popular right now? Oh, Daredevil. Get those guys to say something before they leave. You know what I mean? It sounds to me like they're bringing everybody out. And it might be contractual or whatever, but I don't remember it being this much.
I think they're
this forced.
Yeah, look, it could. I'm going to be honest. This could be their way of, I guess, dealing with what they think is going to be massive backlash from, like, they're going to look at the Acolyte and they're going to be like, well, we had to have all these white male actors vet this black female actress because we want the bigots who like the Iron Man and like the Daredevil to like her too, or at least not attack her. So we're going to drag these guys out. And look, they're not going to say, like, Charlie Cox, who seems like a very nice guy, by the way. He was at the one Wizard I was at. He seems like a nice guy. He's not going to be on there and be like, yeah, man, that other Marvel show, it just looks like dog shit.
Right. Of course they're not. They're going to support each other because of course they are. They're on the same team. Of course they're going to support each other. But I just don't think the reason we're not seeing all the articles about racism and bullcrap yet, maybe more so when the show drops, is because I think people just don't care. Like, it's not about racism. It's just they don't give a shit. And I don't think the media gives a shit at this point in time.
Yeah, I think that is 100% it. I think
Mary Sue probably has racist hated or something. Wouldn't surprise me.
Does Mary Sue even a thing anymore?
Rachel Zegler. Sorry, I saw her picture there.
Leishman, same deal.
Yeah, same difference. She's still on there screaming about stuff, I think.
Somebody said in one of our comments in one of our videos that apparently Zegler, just side note, Zegler apparently has a reputation for being difficult, like all
that's what I've
Hollywood.
Heard too, actually, before that.
Yeah.
You sent
so
me
it's
that.
Not, it's not like everybody's like singling her out and being like, we just really hate this brown actress. It's like, no, she's difficult.
The thing is, she's undeservedly difficult.
People love Jenna Ortega. I'm just saying, people love Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with her race or anything. It's because she's undeservedly difficult. And even deservedly, you shouldn't be an ass. I'm sorry. Even if you deserve to have the option to be difficult, it depends on who you ask. I'm sorry, you're just a flippin' actor. It's not like you're anything special. Even then, being an ass is being an ass. And it's very easy to lose whatever footing you have, especially when you're new, because of your behavior and your attitude. If true.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just look, this show's not for me. I didn't even watch Born Again yet. You watched some of Born Again. Squid King.
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did watch some of it. Oh, okay. Well, Squid King. Okay, so Squid King and his friend, they're like the last guys standing. They still watch the Marvel stuff for the most part. Not all of it, but most of it. They even subjected themselves to the Marvels. And they never watched the original Daredevil. They never watched any of the Netflix shows.
Well, no, his friend did. He talked him into it. I kept telling him to watch it. It was good. But when I said it didn't count. But they did watch the original, and then they watched Born Again. But just the first couple episodes or so, and they stopped watching it because
they didn't like it.
But that doesn't mean I won't like it. I just don't like. I've heard about how violent it gets. I mean, not that the original wasn't violent.
Oh my God, yeah.
But I'm kind of like, do I want to watch that? I don't know.
How many dogs die in?
Better be 0.
But if you told me 6-8 years ago, and you showed me the Daredevil Born Again trailer, and I would have been like, oh my God, yes, I want more Daredevil, because that was one of our favorite shows. The original Netflix.
I like Jessica Jones too, which you never watched.
I watched some of it.
No one watched it but me.
Oh, whatever. I tried to get into the other ones, but I had a hard time.
I didn't really get into them. So we watched Iron Fist more than Luke Cage, but I wasn't a big fan of either one of those ones. I like Daredevil, I like Jessica Jones, but I liked the first season mostly. I didn't really. It was okay after that.
I watched some Luke Cage, and it was slow. I watched Defenders, but I felt like
Defenders.
I had to watch Defenders because it felt like more Daredevil kind of, but it also felt like we're just putting these guys together because contract. We're trying to build like a street level Avengers.
It wasn't even then as bad as like some of the stuff we see today.
Oh, no, even at the worst, it was like, and then like was Inhumans really that bad? I don't know, but like I just don't. I'm over it. I really am over it, and it's kind of the same with the comics too, where I'm still getting excited about some of the new comics coming out, but they're not coming from Marvel and DC. Skybound's doing a really good job right now. Ultimate Spider-Man, but like for the most part, I'm just like, it's not even like, it's the thing. Everybody's like, you just hate Disney and everything Disney. I'm like, no, I just facepalm because I'm like, it was so easy to get all of this right and keep things moving along, and you just kind of didn't do it. I mean,
I think the other day people just don't care.
They don't
care. They're burned out for whatever reason, be it like what you said.
Superhero fatigue.
Whether it be like they're comic fans and they just don't understand why they couldn't get it right, or it's just the normies who have turned their back on it, not just the alt-right Yahtzee YouTuber bigots. The normies have turned their back on the MCU for the most part and stuff. And I just think that people don't care. They're like, I already saw Iron Man. I don't really care.
Do I want to watch Iron Man Jr., right?
The only Ironheart that's only people want to watch is the porn version.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, I did an arc on it before, but yeah.
Yeah, and even the suit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I brought that up when I wrote the article.
It's like, even the suit looks, Is that why they put her in the silver suit in this one, just to try to?
I don't know, to distance it, because that was around a couple years before the trademark, or even before the character was out for Marvel. So
yeah, it looks very, very similar to. Or did they do it? Did they do it so they could snag the trademark and say, "Well, you're copying off of us, so we're gonna sue you"?
Well, no, because it predates it. So good luck with that. We're gonna wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap it. I don't know what to say here. It's getting downvoted to oblivion because people don't care. But
refresh it. What's it at now? Has it gone down more?
Looking. Yeah, it went down another 1,000. It's getting downvoted, and also it's weird. It's being downvoted, but simultaneously nobody's really talking about it.
They're not talking about it. Other than the fact that there's a trailer dropped, there are a couple things about like the teaser leading into it, and about Kugler is attached to it or whatever. They're not talking about it. People just don't care, even the mainstream media. Now, that doesn't mean when it releases, they're not going to turn around and start screaming about, misogyny, sexism, racism, all that crap.
If
but
anybody's
for now,
left.
right, for now, they don't even seem to give a crap.
No, it's yeah.
We're united in
United in meh.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, let's wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.